we continue the chapter motion in a plane. पिछले वीडियो में हमने पैरेललोग्राम लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन देखे थे और पॉलीगन लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन देखे थे, इसके फॉर्मूले हमने डिराइव किए. नाउ वी विल सी दैट we will prove that vector addition is commutative. Prove that vector addition is commutative. We prove that vector addition is commutative. Means A plus B. If there are two vectors A and B, then A plus B equals to vector of B plus A. This is the commutative law. If there are two vectors A and B, then A plus B must be equals to B plus A. So let the two vectors are represented by the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, OP and OQ, and the vector OP is given by A and vector OQ is given by B. Now we complete a parallelogram and draw from P, draw a line parallel to OQ and name it OS, PS. If this is B vector, then this will be also vector B. And also draw a line parallel to OP vector, and if this is A vector, then this will be vector A. And OS is the diagonal. OS represents diagonal, which we have seen in parallelogram law of vector addition. Now from parallelogram law, we can say that OP vector plus OQ vector equals to OS vector. OP vector plus OQ vector equals to OS vector. And vector OS is the resultant vector. OP vector is vector A, OS vector is vector B, and this is equals to OS vector. Now from triangle, in triangle OQS, from triangle law of vector addition, from triangle law of vector addition. So from triangle OQS, we can write vector OQ plus vector QS equals to vector OS. OQ vector plus QS vector. So line joining the tail end of one vector to the head end of another vector gives the resultant vector. So OQ vector plus QS vector equals to OS vector, and the value of OQ is vector B and the value of QS is vector A equals to OS vector. This is the second number equation. So from first and second we conclude that vector A plus vector B is equals to vector B plus vector A. So this is the Proof of commutative law. Vector A plus vector B is equals to vector B plus vector. Now next we prove that vector addition is associative. Vector addition is associative. We prove that vector addition is associative. Prove that vector addition is associative. Prove that vector addition is associative, and the law of associative is, if there are three vectors A, B and C, then vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equals to vector A plus vector B plus vector C. This is the associative law for three vectors A, B and C. So we prove this law by Polygon law of vector addition, using the rule of Polygon law of vector addition. So let OP is the vector, PQ is the another vector, and QS is the vector QS. This is vector A, this is vector B, and this is vector C. For more than two vectors we use Polygon law, and this vector is the resultant. This is the resultant vector represented by vector R. So we will prove this by Polygon law of vector addition. Now draw the diagonal . Draw the diagonal of this vector. So in this is OP vector, PQ vector, and this is OQ vector. Then OP vector, PS vector, and this is the resultant vector RS. So we have taken three vectors, A vector, B vector and C vector. We supposed OP equals to vector A, PQ equals to vector B, QS equals to vector C, and OS is the resultant vector. Now in triangle OPQ, from triangle OPQ, we use the triangle law in triangle OPQ, and we say that OP plus PQ equals to OQ. Vector OP plus vector PQ is equals to vector OQ. From triangle law, OP plus PQ equals to OQ. And OP vector is A, PQ vector is B. So OQ vector is written as vector A plus vector B. OQ vector is written as vector A plus vector B. Now from triangle OQC, from triangle OQC, from triangle OQC. So from OQS, from triangle OQS, again we use triangle law. So the direction of vector OQ or the order of vector OQ and vector QS is same, and this is the resultant vector in opposite direction. So we can write vector OQ plus vector QS is equals to vector OS. Means OS vector is written as OQ vector. In the place of OQ, we can write vector A plus vector B. The value of OQ is vector A plus vector B, and the value of QS vector is C. So we get the vector OS. Vector OS equals to vector A plus B plus C, and name it first number equation. Now from triangle PQS, from triangle PQS, we can write PQ plus QS equals to PS. From triangle PQS, we can write from triangle PQS. So vector PQ plus vector QS equals to vector PS, and we determine the value of vector PS. Vector PS equals to the value of vector PQ is vector B, and the value of vector QS is vector C. So PS equals to vector PS equals to vector B plus vector C. Now in triangle, from triangle OPS, again we can write OP vector plus PS vector equals to OS vector. OP vector plus PS vector equals to OS vector, and the value of PS vector, the value of OP vector is A, vector A, and PS we have calculated vector B plus vector C, and this is equals to vector OS. This is equals to vector OS. So this is OS vector. So vector OS equals to vector A plus B plus C, and this was our first equation. OS equals to A plus B in bracket plus C, and this is our second equation. So we can write that from first and second, both are equals to OS vector. OS vector equals to vector A plus B in bracket plus C, and again OS vector equals to A outside plus bracket B plus C. So we can conclude that vector A plus B plus vector C is equals to vector A plus vector B plus vector C. So this proves the associative law of vector addition. So vector addition holds associative law. Vector addition holds associative law. Now we talk about the rain and man problem. To discuss the rain and man problem, and before discussing the rain and man problem, we revise the concept of relative velocity. Relative velocity. In one dimension already we have studied, but again we revise about relative velocity. We know the formula for relative velocity. VAB equals to VA minus VB. Relative velocity of A with respect to B. VAB is given by VA vector minus VB vector. Similarly, relative velocity of B with respect to A is given as VB vector minus VA vector. Velocity of B minus velocity of A. Let us take one question. There are two persons. There are two persons A and B. There are two persons A and B, and both are moving in the direction, in the same direction, 5 meters per second, and B is also moving in the same direction. Both are moving in the same direction with the same velocity, 5 meters per second. So they are moving along x-axis. So we can write the velocity of A, velocity vector for A equals to 5 I cap, and BB, velocity of body B, man B, is also 5 I cap. I cap represents the direction of x-axis. Now we know that its relative, for finding its relative velocity, we assume the direction, positive direction. So let positive direction is taken from A to B. So VAB, relative velocity of A with respect to B, we use the formula VA vector minus VB vector. So both are in the same direction. Both are in the same direction. So we can write A is moving in the assumed direction, B is also moving in the same assumed direction. So 5 I cap minus 5 I cap. This is 0. So relative velocity of A with respect to B is 0. Now let us take another case. Let us take another case. The two bodies are moving in opposite direction. The two bodies are moving in the opposite direction. So body A is moving with a velocity of 10 meters per second. Body A is moving with a velocity of 10 meters per second, and there is another body B which is moving from B to A, directly opposite, with a velocity of 5 meters per second, with a velocity of 5 meters per second. So we have to find VAB. So velocity of A with respect to B, and assume the positive direction. So VA, the direction of VA, the direction of body A is along the assumed direction. So it would be 10 of I cap. I cap means along the H direction. So 10 I cap, and it is moving in the opposite direction. So plus the direction, this direction is opposite to our assumed direction. So this becomes minus of 5 I cap. So we get 10 I cap minus 5 I cap means 5 I cap. 10 I cap minus 5 I cap equals to 5 I cap. So this is the relative velocity of A with respect to B, and the relative velocity of B with respect to A. So VB, its direction is opposite. So VB is taken plus I cap. VB is minus 5 I cap, and this is VB minus VA and plus 10 J cap. This direction will be taken positive. So 5 I cap and minus 10 I cap. So we get minus of 5 I cap. So this is the relative velocity of B with respect to A. So this is about the relative velocity. Now we discuss the rain and man problem. Rain and man problem. Rain man problem. Rain man problem. So suppose rain is falling vertically downward. Rain is falling vertically downward with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Rain is falling vertically downward with a velocity of 20 meters per second. And there is a man standing on the ground. The man is at rest, standing on the ground. Man is at rest, standing on the ground. So we have to find the relative velocity of rain with respect to man. So what would be the relative velocity of rain with respect to man? VRM equals to VR minus VM, relative velocity of rain minus relative velocity of rain with respect to man equals to velocity of rain minus velocity of man. So the velocity of rain, this is in vertically downward direction, and downward direction means negative y direction. So this is given by minus of 20 J cap. Vertically downward direction means negative of y axis, and velocity of man is 0. So this is the velocity of rain with respect to man equals to minus of 20 J cap. So the question is, in which direction a man hold its umbrella? So draw its diagram. Velocity of rain with respect to man minus 20 J. So this direction represents minus 20, negative of y axis minus 20 J. This is already negative axis, so we will directly write 20 J. And man is standing at the rest. Man is at the rest. So in which direction he hold his umbrella? So umbrella is hold at 90 degree. Rain is falling in this direction. So umbrella must be hold at an angle of 90 degree. Umbrella is hold vertically upward, perpendicular at 90 degree. So umbrella is hold at 90 degree from horizontal. Umbrella is hold at 90 degree to the horizontal. Because man is at rest and rain is falling in downward direction, vertically downward, 20 J in negative, in vertically downward direction. So the man must be hold his umbrella at 90 degree to the horizontal. So this is the case when the man is rest and rain is falling vertically downward. Man is at rest and rain is falling vertically downward. Now let us discuss another case. In second case, man is in moving condition. Then what happens? When the man is in the moving condition. Case second, example 2. Rain is falling vertically downward with a speed velocity of 20 meter per second. And there is a man which is moving. There is a man which is moving in this direction with a velocity of 20 meter per second. Man is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So we will find the velocity of rain. The velocity of rain, vertically downward direction, taken negative, so minus 20 j cap. Man is going in forward direction, means in the direction of positive x-axis. So velocity of man is 20 I cap. Velocity of man is 20 I cap because its motion is in the direction of positive x-axis. Now the relative velocity of rain with respect to man, the formula is velocity of rain minus velocity of man. So the velocity of rain is minus 20 j cap and velocity of man is 20 I cap. So this is the relative velocity of rain with respect to man. Relative velocity of rain with respect to man equals to minus 20 j cap and minus 20 I cap. So we are interested to find that in which direction the umbrella will be held if the man is moving in forward direction in the direction of positive x-axis with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So draw this on the coordinates axis, Cartesian coordinate. Rain is falling, minus 20 j means the direction of fall of rain is 20, in downward direction 20 j, and there is minus 20 I cap. Minus 20 I cap means in negative x-axis. This is, we are interested in magnitude. This is also 20. So rain is falling, the negative sign means in negative I direction, and minus 20 I cap plus 20 I cap in positive x-axis and minus 20 I cap in negative x-axis, and there its resultant will be this is the resultant. So in which direction the man hold his umbrella? So the man must be hold in this direction, in the direction of resultant. In the direction of resultant. Let this resultant makes an angle theta with the vertical. The resultant is making an angle theta with the vertical. So umbrella is hold in the direction of resultant. If this angle is theta, then this will be also theta. Now complete a parallelogram. So this is 20, this will be 20, and we have to find the direction. So we use the formula for tan theta. We use the formula for tan theta, namely OAB. So from triangle OAB, we use the formula for tan theta. So tan theta equals to perpendicular upon base, means perpendicular is AB and base is OA. So 20 by 20, it comes 1, and 1 is written as tan 45 degree. So theta is 45 degree. So the umbrella must be held in the direction of at an angle of 45 degree with the vertical. The umbrella must be inclined at an angle of 45 degree with the vertical. मैन को रेन से बचने के लिए अम्ब्रेला को वर्टिकल से 45 डिग्री पे होल्ड करना पड़ेगा. If and for finding the resultant of relative velocity. Resultant of relative velocity means magnitude of relative velocity. We use the Pythagoras theorem under root of 20 square plus 20 square. This is hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. So 20 square plus 20 square. This is 400 plus 400, 800 means 20 root 2 meter per second. This is the resultant velocity. So in the next class we will discuss again the case of Rand and Main problem and one or two numericals based on this.